where we end, as well as seeing Empire play. I mean, not that insane are going to give them much of a matchup, but Empire are just playing some insane Dota right now, so definitely worth looking out for those guys, as they're just playing completely out of their minds. But our first match of today, as mentioned, is going to be these two teams here that we're looking at. Virtus Pro up against NEXT.kz.
10 seconds.
And two teams who, well, are kind of struggling lately. We've got Virtus Pro, who are sitting on a 13-23 record this patch, 36% win rate. NEXT.kz,
Reserve time.
even worse. They are 5-19, a 21% win rate. These two teams are struggling, so it's kind of good news that they're actually starting off their day, at least today, with one of the easier matchups. This is going to be one of those, hey, if you can get some wins, start getting a bit of a roll throughout the StarLadder season, maybe you actually make it and qualify to that top 4 LAN finals. As the actual standings go, what we're looking at here for these two teams, well, Virtus Pro, they're playing their second game. They've lost their opening match of the season. NEXT.kz, on the other hand, they have, where are they standing? They're the same story. Both teams sitting on 1 loss, not a single win, playing their second match of StarLadder. But I've talked everything up, introduced today, guys. I'll give you one last look at our schedule just to remind you of what we have got in store. 5 best-of-1 matches over the next 5 to 6 hours. But let's get ourselves into the draft, guys. Here we go, as I try and figure out exactly how
Radiant's team pick.
things right. NEXT.kz going to be playing on the Radiant side, Virtus Pro on the Dire, and there we go. I've actually got it on the right way around this time. We're halfway through our draft, guys. I do apologize, just getting things ready on time, as it is going to be as mentioned earlier, 2 of the struggling teams in Europe. Virtus Pro probably having a bit more experience in just playing a few bigger tournaments. Being in Dream League's probably giving them some good practice, and also kind of demoralizing them if they keep on losing matches there as well. And that's something which kind of hurts their win rate. They're playing a lot of the tougher teams. NEXT.kz, they're having a lot more matches in these big tournaments like StarLadder, where you play some of these non-tier 1 teams. Virtus Pro probably have a much tougher job as far as keeping their win rate up, but either way, not to take anything away from NEXT.kz, this is a team who causes upsets every now and then in StarLadder, so you got to kind of give them some credit where it's due. They've been consistently in the Star Series. They haven't been relegated, as far as I remember, over like 8 or 9 seasons of StarLadder, consistently out there, and they've got some very talented players. Waterfucker on the mid lane is one of those real standout players for me, and Mantis and Stalker have been around playing on this Kazakh team for quite some time. They're a lot of fun to watch, so we'll see exactly what we're going to be playing on. Waterfucker, his hero doesn't look like it's been picked up just yet. They've gone for some good old-fashioned rat Dota. Admiral Bulldog would be proud. We've got the Lycan, Nature's Prophet, as well as Lion Ancient Apparition picked up, but the Prophet and the Lycan are the 2 big heroes here. Those are your 2 rat Dota heroes. AA kind of works nicely, because it's a lot harder to defend your towers when there's AA Ice Blast coming in. If you're hit by one, suddenly defending against the Prophet and fighting into his Necro 3s gets a lot trickier. Same like, and he pops an ulti and you've got an AA Ice Blast on you, it gets a lot easier to finish off his kills, something that Lycan often has problems with, just securing the kills. People often escape on fairly low HP, but with an AA Ice Blast, less likely to be the case. So, as for Virtus Pro, the team who, coming into this match, would be slight favorites. They've been picking a lot of, like, Doombring, I would say, as of late, but they actually first bat it themselves. Probably one of their most played heroes as of late is the Doom. They like their Bane, their Crystal Maiden, but they're going to go with a Dazzle first pick as one of their supports. Nyx Assassin, likely to be in that offlane for our side, but they get a Weaver with their fourth pick. So, are we looking at most likely safe lane farming Weaver? Unless we go into kind of a Nyx support, then your Weaver can go into the offlane, but Virtus Pro, they're a fun team to watch because they're very experimental. Like, NS has been playing a lot of odd picks as of late, playing support Omni Knight, support Warlock, even a support Skywrath Mage. So I love them to watch this team just because they do such different and varied stuff. They're experimental. Like, this is a kind of a transitional phase where I feel teams experiment, but obviously TI falling up soon, but for a team like Virtus Pro, they want to get in the best shape possible and also be playing their own unique style of Dota, not just doing what other teams are doing. If they can find their own style that works fantastic for them, and force other people to sort of adapt to them, then they're the ones with an advantage. So that's probably kind of, to me, what they're trying to do over the next month or so, playing in this StarLadder as well as Dream League, the 2 big Dota 2 leagues at the moment, and that's where we're at now. StarLadder Europe, guys, day 7, well underway. This new StarLadder Season 9, a league is really great to see StarLadder grow to become this big. If you want to watch a support tournament in Dota TV, you can $10 tickets available. You get an all-select sales access.
Patience while the Radiant's team chooses.
And America, 4 regions, 18 at the finals. Almost double the matches from previous season. So season 8, there was like something like 120 group stage matches. Now we're already up to like 210 with the extra 3 regions, each with only just 8 teams for now. But in future, StarLadder wants to grow even more. Vlad said they want to add Southeast Asian regions, so do support StarLadder. Definitely encourage you to buy the ticket and support StarLadder through that. But those of you on the live stream here, which Beyond the Summit's producing on the StarLadder channel, do thank you for tuning in.
5 seconds remaining.
Enjoy today's broadcast with 5 good old CIS Dota matchups. I think there's a CIS team in every single match. Let me just check if that's right or not. We're going to have, yeah, NEXT.kz, TR, Virtus Pro, a lot of Russian teams playing today. Relax versus Ahead, Empire versus Insane, MYM versus PR. So the last, PR technically CIS or not? They're from Belarus, I guess, is technically CIS. So we've got a CIS team in rematch. All right, I'm spot on. CIS Dota Day is today with day 7, and we'll look at the last couple picks coming in. Death Prophet banned up over this, bro. When you look at Lycan, Nature's Prophet, and what the fuck is yet to get his mid hero, and they're going for this Rat Dota, you want to ban out that Death Prophet. Definitely worthwhile. The Pugner's still there, but Pugner's a bit squishier and easier to engage, and also he doesn't bring towers quite as fast as the Death Prophet. So see if NEXT.kz go all in with this push. They get a Dragon Knight. It does look like they want to go not so much all in, but they do want to add another hero that can add a lot to a push. A tanky frontliner with some good corrosive attack to go through towers. I like this hero. I think it fits him well, and just having that tankiness in the front lines, even though it's a hero that it's not going to win the mid lane against Storm, they don't really care about winning the mid lane. They don't even care about winning any of their lanes. They just want to get their early levels and farm, and then focus on and prioritize bringing down towers, winning the game through destroying what's the main. If you're killing your enemy base, not actually worrying about heroes as much. Virtus Pro add lead to that with an Earthshaker support. That's going to be Jom. Yeah, I didn't see the T for a second. Jom's hero. We will get ourselves into the game. Whoop. Go. I need to still remember how I push buttons. There we go. We've got a prize pool tracker. Yes, no. Question marks. Oh! A prize pool up to $168,475. Thank you to the Dota 2 community for making that possible. StarLadder's prize pool has more than doubled. We started out with an $8,000 base prize pool to get the team to Kiev and compete in the LAN finals, and now we're already doubled that. It's absolutely insane. Just yesterday I was casting it. I think it was only at like 163,000. So just overnight it's gone up by 5,000. And that's really incredible and great to see. So big thanks to the Dota 2 community out there. We'll see Virtus Pro taking on NEXT.kz, our opening match of today. Number of best of ones active. For those of you just tuning in, you've missed out on some great Dota. We had StarLadder China as well as StarLadder Korea take place earlier today. Especially some hilarious and entertaining Korean games. Definitely worth checking those ones out on the Beyond the Summit YouTube channel. Lysander Zenora was helping cover those games. A big shout out to him. If you don't know him, definitely check him out. He's got some of the best and most hilarious Dota 2 casting, especially of the Korean Dota, which kind of at times is deserving of some hilarious casting. Helping out covering the Korean Dota action earlier today for Beyond the Summit. We had LD casting the Chinese Dota, rejoined by Winter. A big game between Vici Gaming and DK. These Vici Gaming and DK always having big matchups. And then we also had a good final game, which was IG versus Newbie, which was another big matchup. So big matches all over StarLadder, and that was just China and Korea. We're halfway through the day. Say halfway through. Well, we're not quite halfway through. We've got 17 matches, of which we've played 8. As great as StarLadder being global is, guys, it kind of makes it hard for us. We don't get to sleep. Not that we need sleep, but we've got a 17 games in one day broadcast. Like, this stream is not going down anytime soon. And then we come back tomorrow for, I think, another maybe 16 games. I don't think it's quite 17. Actually, no, tomorrow there's no Korea. Tomorrow there's KDL. So there's no StarLadder Korea tomorrow. I think there's going to be just about 12-ish games tomorrow. But the day after that, we go back to 17 games, and we have another 17 games. It's insane. We go from Korea to Korea plus China into Europe, into America. Non-stop Dota 2 action. Fun, I gotta say. That's where you'll see us dividing up the castle. We had LD casting early. I'll be taking over Europe. Maluni will be joining me later as well for Europe. And then we'll have Ziori rounding things off, taking us through the home stretch with some StarLadder America. So we'll be mixing things up as well. Not going to always be sticking with the same pairs, the same casters for every region. So hopefully, whichever region you're up for, you'll get to see whoever your favorite caster may be. I'm sure there's some people out there who want gods to disband or want LD to constantly cast every single game of the day, but unfortunately not possible. I'll try and carry my cast with my charm and my good looks. Hopefully get a co-cast later on. As mentioned, Molini will be joining me, I think, from the 3rd game onwards. Lysander, unfortunately, he was in this game. We remake. Oh, he might be able to get in this game. We need a remake. Let me quickly message Lysander. I'm messaging him now. Just in case we have a remake, I'll try and get him in co-cast with me, since that was the plan. But the remake, he didn't join in time. The game started. And, oh, looks like they want a remake. I'm not sure what they failed. Korea? No Korea. Oh, poor NEXT.kz. These guys are struggling. I have some notes about this matchup, thanks to K-Poptosis, and it says NEXT.kz on the struggle barge with a 5 wins, 19 losses, 21% record dispatch. The struggles continue when you don't remember to buy Korea. Who was it? Lion picked up sentries and smoke. AA picked up observers and smoke. So they only wanted generally you only want the one starting smoke. So one of them gets obs plus Korea, the other gets smoke plus sentries. So then you both spend 100 starting gold on support items. But it looks like good guy NS is saying, hey, look, we'll remake. He's happy to remake, or at least left the game. Whatafaka says go. I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but NS is disconnected. Maybe just a casual DC. We'll see exactly what's going underway. Oh man, that's not a good start for today. Not for the teams, at least. For us, it's been great. We've had so many awesome games today, but and plenty more to come. But for the teams, the players, NEXT.kz, they've got a couple matches today as well, and that's got to be like, oh guys, this isn't going well, and we've got more matches to play. So, oh man, we'll see how we go. NEXT.kz going to be playing a Lycan in the safe lane. We'll introduce our 2 teams since we haven't done so. We're going to have Mantis playing the offlane on the Nature's Prophet. He's got a boots first build, as you sometimes do with the offlane Prophet. We've got Tapor playing the Lycan in the safe lane. We've got Whatafaka. He's your solo mid player on the Dragon Knight. Then we get our 2 supports. The 2 supports who forgot to buy Courier. We've got Rivs, guessing that's Reeves, playing the Ancient Apparition, although he's renamed himself as Rives. We've got Stalcat being the Lion, the other support. That's your NEXT.kz team. Over on the Dire side, we've got Virtus Pro, mostly Russian squad. We've got John M playing the Earthshaker. We've got Illidan, carry player on the Weaver. We've got G playing the solo mid Storm Spirit. This is a hero I like to see G on. That's a good G hero. He likes to snowball. He likes to play these kind of flashy heroes. We're going to see Arsart playing the Nyx Assassin. Generally in the off lane, it looks like he's going 1v1 with the Prophet in the safe lane, leaving NS Dazzle. So Nyx is a hero that will not do too well in a 1v1 matchup against Prophet. But good news is Prophet went boots first. Bad news is he can still rush phase boots. Like, the boots don't help you in the 1v1 matchup too much. It's generally for escaping a tri-lane. But problem is, you want to go phase boots anyway when you're in a 1v1 matchup as Prophet. So while his starting items don't help him much in lane, he'll get those phase boots up and then just dominate the CS against Arsart. At least he should. He can zone him out a lot with Treants. Definitely a very favored matchup for the Nature's Prophet. It's going to be very tricky for Nyx Assassin. It's got a decent amount of starting regen with a stout shield, which is what you need. But it's still a tricky matchup. Let's look more at this tri-lane versus tri-lane bottom, though. We're looking at Dazzle, Earthshaker, Weaver, taking on a Lycan AA Lion. Generally, tri-laning against the Chilling Touch is tricky. Chilling Touch, a lot of damage output, 50 extra magic damage for all 3 heroes in the tri-lane, theoretically. Problem is they don't have much disable initiation. You've got a Lycan who doesn't really do much in tri-lane versus tri-lane. Lion spells at level 1 also very weak. Like, Earth Spike is just a 1-second stun, 60 damage. Or you go Hex, which is maybe what you want to do at level 1 because it's a 1.5-second duration. If you get a Hex on someone, you have Chilling Touch on all 3 heroes, you can maybe look for an early kill, but I still think it's a big struggle. You're against an Earthshaker Fissure, who Earthshaker sits back, pops the Fissure whenever anyone gets engaged on, and Virtus Pro turn this one around. So to me, Virtus Pro have a much stronger tri-lane, and NEXT.kz want to just play very safe defensively. Look to use this pull as much as possible. Like, pull the camp, deny experience, go for the double pull, and that's going to be a big point of contention over this bottom lane. Looking over towards mid lane, though, the Dragon Knight is going to be taking on the Storm Spirit. Mentioned earlier, I mean, it's not a matchup DK is going to win, but at the same time, not a matchup Storm Spirit really wins either. Even though Storm does have the range advantage, also helps a lot having the base 5 armor, so you can actually go close to the DK. You can harass them quite heavily, pop remnants whenever possible, but they're both going to rush a bottle. both have more or less the same starting build. DK with one less branch, just because being a ranged hero, he wants to make sure he gets that bottom fast. So Storm is guaranteed to get CS. He's got Remnant, he's also got the range advantage. He knows he's going to get CS there, so he'll go for the triple branch. You can turn into a wand. DK will probably get a wand as well, but if he gets 3 branches, it can just slow down his bottle by a lot and really hurt him. Oh, speaking of slowing down his bottle. Oh, DK, I feel for you, man. I was just saying how you get 1 less branch to help you out as a DK mid, but now he has to my career. So he's going to have a... If Sword Spirit, like, wins the first couple creep waves, I say, I'm not talking about winning a lane, just the first couple creep waves. Deny as much as possible. DK, don't let him get too much CS here, but maybe he gets 1 or 2 with Breathe Fire. If he gets beaten in the first 2 creep waves, he may lose this lane. DK does not really lose to a Storm Spirit generally, but because of this courier bite, he may actually lose the lane. Well, that's a worry. We're getting really, really deep on this stuff though. The clarity, ooh, that's a disabled clarity. Give it back to Rives. Okay, he's gonna hold on to it for now. It's like he may do a bit of warding here. They've actually split the sentry wards, 1 apiece. That's why he ran out of room. We'll see an observer ward place here. It looks like it's gonna be an invis rune up top, but well, NEXT.kz, they scout the trial. Well, they see Weaver bottom, and they know Illidan's the carry play, so they'll be expecting this trial in at this point. Prophet will be informed, hey, you got a 1v1 matchup. He's gonna be probably pretty happy about that. He summons some Treants, gets the clarities out. What he actually... And those... Okay, Treants are back here. Alright. He's going to be coming up to lane now. So, 1v1 matchup for him, which is pretty favorable. And as for mid lane, well, we've got G. What a fucker. Alright. And, yeah, as mentioned earlier, it's going to be very tricky for this DK to get that bottle. He needs to be spot on with these last hits, his first wave or 2. That's going to be crucial for him. Ah. Earthshaker. It's been... Hasn't actually been. Maybe it was blocked a bit later on. He's going to get 1 pull off regardless, so they didn't block the first form, which is going to make this a bit trickier for them, and he'll get at least 1 full creep wave denied. I think he's got more than enough clarity to help him out here in this lane. Can't actually hear Dota 2 volume. Let me know if the Dota 2 sound is loud enough, guys. I can't quite hear it myself, but I've got a speed toggle, so it may be okay for you guys. It may just be me hard of hearing. I had some problems last time with the Dota 2 sound being too loud compared to myself. But yeah, we'll get into things here. Prophet going to be 1v1 against the Nyx. You can see Nyx already just 2-1 CS to the Prophet's 4 CS. Obviously, this is still too early to say who's winning or doing better in this lane. DK mid, he's going to do okay enough. He's got the bottle coming, 30 gold away. You can see he's used his mana. He's used Breathe Fires just to ensure he gets that bottle as fast as possible. Breathe Fires got him a CS. He's sitting on 2 CS. He's used 2 spells, and that's pretty much what you have to do when you're behind like this. He gets his bottle a bit later than he would have liked, but either way, he's doing okay enough in this mid. Storm already with his bottle, 10 and 5 CS at the DK's 3 CS. This is just not a matchup which Storm should be winning this hard, but small little thing can just affect it so drastically. As for this bottom lane, this is... Oh man, they're going to lose so much XP here. Earthshaker's denied 1 creep wave. I think this is the 2nd creep wave he's pulled, and he's going to get a full deny on, and they can't even pull. They'd love to use this pull to deny some experience back, but it's just not possible right now, and Godham's just, well... He's controlling this wave for his team, and Weaver plus Dazzle, they can last hit okay under the tower. Not to mention, you get the creep wave under the tower, you're often tanking a bit of damage, but you've got Dazzle with the heal. He's actually on Grave level 1, which is fine as well. You just save those skill points, which I kind of like as well. And,
a penny
yeah.
denied is a penny earned.
Great. He actually offered this bottom lane. These supports are still level 1. Only now we see lying at level 2. As for Weaver, Dazzle, they're already well on their way to level 3. Same for the Earthshaker, who's hit level 2 long ago. The top picks up his first blades of attack on his way to his phase boots. Once he gets phase boots, he wins that CS battle. That's where the NEXT.kz can do well in that top lane. Problem is, these other 2 lanes are quite tricky for them. G is just crashing. What a fucker. I was talking this guy up during the intro saying, hey, he's one of the big kind of underrated solo mid players. At least in my mind, he's really underrated as a solo mid, but things were stacked against him this game. Really stacked against him. Virtus Pro going to continue to deny experience to this bottom lane. Speaking of denies, already 7 denies on Stormtrooper G. He's got boots and bottle. Harassing away, pings out his first Robe of the Magi, so anything, just early cost-effective items to help him out as much as possible. Virtus Pro contesting this pull. It looks like it did get de-warded by Sentry, but NS says, look, I'll just re-ward it. Also take out your Sentry.
Yo, green dudes, something bad is
team,
happening.
have they got another Sentry for this? It doesn't look like it, but they're smoking around. Take out G here, who's up. Wants a 4-minute rune. Question is, can they actually kill him? These are level 2 supports, and G's got boot. It's going to spawn top and he spots him out. He sees Stalker. Going to run to the high ground here. He needs to be careful. Drop one Revenant. Gets hexed up. There's an Impaler falls as a DK. So I don't think they've got the damage to do this. We'll see soon. They pop a chilling touchdown, but DK can't even get ready for a touch. And S shows up. He's going to grave if G needs it, and G will need it. Pops a grave just in time. Nice play from NS. He gets caught out by the Colt. He's going to pop around. He's going to try to find this one. The Fisher comes in. First blood to the Dazzle. What a turnaround coming from Virtus Pro. They've killed 2. They're going to get 3. They got the first blood. They even almost killed the Courier here. Reeves is in all sorts of trouble. There's no mana for a Fisher just yet. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. It's on cooldown now. Not even going to need it. Triple kill for NS. What a start for Virtus Pro. That is a huge turnaround. NEXT.kz just takes too far, too hard, and it's with the TP in. Pulls up a big play there, and that is not how NEXT.kz were hoping to start this game off. First, no Courier. Secondly, giving up first blood and a triple kill to your Dazzle. That's like Arcane Boot. He's 300 from Arcane Boots. Okay, he'll pick up a wand, some wards, some boot. That is a 5-minute triple kill for a Dazzle. What am I watching here? Ooh, Nick's taking a lot of damage at top lane. Carrot brings in an Impale. Mantis taking a lot of damage. He's going to go down to a mana burn. Oh dear. A matchup Prophet is winning. He's 23 CS with 12 denies, but he gives up a kill. All that work to win this lane, Outlast hit our side, just thwarted there. Great play coming in from our side. He saw the opening, punishes the Nature's Prophet, and all of a sudden, things looking really ugly. 5 minutes in. You're going to go on one button here at the mid lane. There's a Fisher to follow as well. He's got the ulti. He gets hexed in. Maybe an Impaler. The Dazzle going to keep the G alive just for a bit longer. He gets under 1 HP. The Grave is there. He wants one to fuck it. He'll get him. He'll zip in, zip out. Low on HP. He's got a bottle here, and Rune spawning in 15 seconds. This is high intensity right from the get-go. Ooh. I don't like where things are going for NEXT.kz here. Even with the line mid, he needs more levels. That level on Impale doesn't offer much. The Hex does. But Dazzle's there. Dazzle seems to always be in the right place at the right time. So far, NS is just spot on with his support play. And G, well, here we go. 6-minute rune, double damage. He's going to pick that one up and look to gank bottom if he wants. He may even look to go find this Lycan in the jungle. Lycan, though, he's wanted off. They did lose the Courier. I was talking about how they might lose the Courier. Actually, what am I talking about? They did lose the Courier. I didn't even notice that one. It was flying over this mid tower I saw and then tried to, like, fly out. So it must have got taken out by the tower. Oh no. Virtus Pro, man. You guys are just, they're playing well right now. You've got to give it to them. Virtus Pro are just, it's the support's moving around really well, providing the backup that G needs, because G's been put under a lot of pressure, but he's level 7, and with treads, getting runes, he's just dominating this, and he's going to look to go for this tier 1 bottom tower. As for top lane, it looks like NEXT.kz going for a push, and their line is built around pushing. Lycan, Prophet, DK. They want to bring down towers, but still so under-leveled. They're still so early into the game. Prophet's at level 7. Lycan, no Vlad's just yet, and he's level 5.
Structures are fortified. Yo, green dudes, something bad
bottom lane, tier 1 tower.
In your bad dude's top tower gonna
Virtus
follow
Pro, we're going to be doing picking up the first tier 1 tower. NEXT.kz going for the trade at top, and I think Virtus Pro almost need to let this go. Yeah, they're TPing mid.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Pop a Vendetta, yeah, he may have used a Vendetta to engage there, but looks like he maybe got instantly Dragon-tailed coming out. Didn't get a chance to pop the Impale.
Bad dude's top is all nasty and brokey.
Not happening as T1s do get traded. Spawn farming away at the mid lane. Should be looking towards an Orchid rush. Fairly standard for a Storm. Top lane, Weaver, he's left the bottom tri lane. He's going to take over the farming jobs at top lane, because your Nyx, once he's got his levels, wants to be roaming, wants to be ganking as much as possible. He's now the one protecting the Storm. Dazzle... Well, Earthshaker's there as well. You've got an Earthshaker and Nyx sitting behind you. Like, this is some next level protection. They're going to engage in. They're down to DK. What a fuck, they're getting impaled up after this. Well, the Remnant's there. The Fissure as well. He's taking so much damage here. The Vendetta attack is needed to finish him off. He actually survived for a long time. Mantis wants to take down G here. He's still got a bit of mana. Gets arcaned up by the Earthshaker. They'll keep him alive. Dazzle even TPing in to make sure of that one, but Dazzle not really needed, but he can take over this lane. Storm can, not going to get the rune. Prophet gets the 8-minute rune, which is a regen up top. Speaking of Prophet, has phase minus 8 minutes in the game. Good farm from the Prophet. He did get some help from the Tower God as well, but he just won his lane. You can see the 17 denies, 45 CS. He did really well top, apart from that one mistake where he gave up a kill. Now, I think NEXT.kz just need to prioritize getting these mid-game pushing items up they need. The Vlad's on the Lycan. Get Prophet building towards his Necro box and get your DK. He's got tread. So build towards a drums or a BKB. I don't think you want to go with Shadow Blade. You're going for this more push-oriented line. Shadow Blade's more for when you need the DKB or initiator, which right now, they're not looking to initiate and take fights. They just want to go for old-fashioned Rat Dota, push as much as possible. That way, going for a more tanky-oriented build, your drums, your BKB is going to help him a lot more. Virtus Pro, they're smoked up here and pretty scary 3-man ganking squad. We saw it at mid lane killing the DK. Storm zips in, Nyx follows with an Impale, Storm pops a few more remnants, and then there's the Earthshaker Fisher to even provide additional lockdown. If they really need, they get the Vendetta hit as well, as was needed with the DK. Jungle and Lycan. They get Fountain, Nyx. Oh! Damn! Didn't
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Sure, but he's going to run towards them. Lycan. Don't do it. Don't go there.
He's about to get knocked over.
There's a sentry waiting. It's not going to matter. The Storm's in afterwards. Anyways, the Impale not going to come out. Stalcat gets a nice stun off, but he's going to be in all sorts of trouble now. They've lost the DK. Weaver comes in for a second kill, and now they're looking for a third. Maybe Mantis in some trouble as well on the high ground. The Swarm going to go down. Storm going to zip in once again. He's still got 3 dudes as well. Pop another remnant. Get another. Oh, he's going to actually go for just a zip in. He gets some more damage out. Reeves in trouble. The zip in. The slow is there as well. Is there one more remnant? Doesn't look like there is. As a result, Reeves can probably survive this.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Guys, you need to defend here.
And he really wants to fight NS, who's got an Urn with plenty of charges, not to mention their max level poison touch. They're not going to get the tower voted, but they're up 10 kills to 1. And we're just 10 minutes into the game. This is just getting very nasty for NEXT.kz. Well, at this point, NEXT.kz need to just get some levels and also avoid fights at all costs. Like, it's hard to do so. Like, you're again roaming Storm Spirit plus Nyx Assassin. Like, you're gonna have to give up some kills here or there, but it's all about just minimizing the losses and trying to trade for towers. You give up a kill somewhere, try to take a tower somewhere else, and that's what Prophet's
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
He sees the 5-man come mid. Avoid it. Take this T1 tower if possible. At least force TP rotation.
Why is this so bloody difficult?
Storm TP, he could be in trouble. And
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
He scouts it with a tree, but unfortunately he's already been visioned. There's your TP from G. I think Mantis is in all sorts of trouble. There's Echo Slam if they need it. They're not going to need it. He gets another kill. He's second kill of the game.
Nyx's Prophet is just plain
I was about to say, how's G only got 2 kills? He's got 8 assists though. He's been in 10 of these 11 kills. That's some high involved. Not to mention your Earthshaker 007. Earthshaker and Storm have been the 2 heroes just moving around the map and taking part in lots of these kills. The Stormer's not even that much moving around the map. The kills are coming to him. Like, the supports rotate mid, he engages,
Dire's
he gets a
top
kill.
tower is under attack.
The line, still level 4. No Figure of Death coming to play. 12 minutes in, you want your support sitting at least level 6. Look at Virtus Pro. Level 7 ES, level 8 Dazzle. Prophet, man, you gotta be careful about that. Like, sure, there's a rune there.
With me.
I don't think I'm gonna be going for it. He directly onto this Observer Ward. See? Actually low on mana. Not gonna see the rune picked up. It actually gets denied by 3, and then he sees Mantis here. Fissure gonna start things off, but here comes Illidan. Oh, sorry, it's Illidan with a Shikuchi in, and he may just bring down Mantis on his own. There is a TP scroll, but the Swarm will get vision. You cannot use Sprout TP really against the Weaver. Another Shikuchi comes through. Mantis does not have a tower here to protect him, and Illidan's still thinking there's offensive Urn Shard's being used. I think Mantis will just dish out a bit of damage, but now it's gonna be Waterfucker in all sorts of trouble. Illidan goes back in. Waterfucker getting low. He's got 1 charge as well as a bottle, and it looks like, as a result, they're not gonna get the kill. Stalcat, man, what are you doing? Gotta be careful. Topo gets the kill on the Earthshaker, and now the recently is done on Illidan. Stalcat getting very low. One more right click to finish him off. Illidan gets the kill. Arsite with a nice Empress stun. Multiple heroes. He's being healed up. Gets a multiple heroes.
That's a 2.
There's no great though.
Something bad is happening. In your bottom.
The Nyx Assassin, so a 2-for-2 trade. The best trade NEXT.kz has had all game long. Lycan TP's home, and that was the Vlad's pickup from the Lycan combined with him just coming to the fight. He showed up with the shapeshift, dealt out some damage, brought down the Earthshaker and the Nyx Assassin. That's kind of what they need some more of as Illidan. Getting aggressive. The minus armor, it's actually not making too big a difference for DK. We're still sitting on like high enough armor. Well, now he goes down to like negative. But yeah, DK is one of those heroes who won't get completely destroyed by the minus armor plus right clicks just because of his natural high armor coming out from the Dragon Blood. But be pretty careful here. And it's with some treads now on his Dazzle. This farm is just piling up for Virtus Pro, and G's not going for the Orchid, he's going for a BKB. Oh. That's going to be good fun times for him. He can engage into anything. Doesn't have to worry about the disables of a Lion, DK stun. AA Ice Blast somewhat largely negated there. Speaking of AA, he's going to be rushing the Aghanim Scepter, which we often see, but when you're playing from behind, getting that Ag Scepter up can take a long time. You need wards to your team, which is right now Lion's duty. But as a result, Lion's going to have nothing but boots for a long time, and even getting that level 6 is hard because he's spending so much time just warding the map up and trying to de-ward, play this warding battle, which is a losing battle. Virtus Pro just have so much more money to work with, not to mention better map control. Heroes who can punish. Like, he can't go warding against a Storm too easily because of the nature of Storm just picking him off. Storm hits level 11. Pressuring top lane now. Has his BKB flying out, and where we maybe see towers start dropping very fast on the NEXT.kz side, and I think they just have to try go for those. They're yet to bring down a tower apart from that tier 1 top, and that's where they profit plus Lycan strategy. I saw these drafts and was asked how many towers are down by 15 minutes. I'd say NEXT.kz's taken at least all 3 tier 1 towers. Not the case here though, and that's really the biggest sign that they're not doing well at all. Assassin.
Yo, green dude.
Something like they're actually on the backline here. They climb on line. That's an easy pick off. The Storm Winner zip out. Just make sure he doesn't get caught by a call. But he's got the BKB there. Unfortunately, with the BKB build, his mana's kind of a bit lacking. He's going to go mid anyways. He's got enough mana to maybe go on Mantis here. There's a fissure if they need it. Oh, zip in there. That's this fissure. There's no pull for a couple of seconds. He's going to go for a Renegade. It's an easy pick.
Please? I'm terrified beyond the capacity for rational thought.
For you today. He's just all over the place. 3-1 and 9 now.
Bad dudes, middle tower, everyone,
Get
go!
involved in these kills, and speaking of getting involved in kills, NS and Illidan, what a fucker here. He's got no TP scroll. The Lycan's there as well. I think they see the Lycan maybe deciding to go for this. There's a Dragon Tail on Illidan. He can actually time lapse out of this if he needs to. He's going to just get healed up here. Time lapse comes a bit later. He's going to get graved as well. Not really need the fissure off the mark. Oh, shot him. Not quite what he was looking for there. May look to go back in. The minus armor's piling up now with the swarm on him, but it's going to get dealt with, and now he's back up to a solid 20 base armor. That's more like it. With that 20 base armor, he doesn't really go down to this Weaver, but as soon as the Weave plus Poison Touch comes in, combined with the Swarm minus armor, it gets very hard to stay alive and keep on fighting in these fights. Keep pressuring bottom lane, Virtus Pro. Don't waste any time. They can feel that they're the ones really ahead in this game. They've got themselves a almost 7.5k gold.
Yo, green dudes, something bad is happening. In your bottom.
The ultimate can hit multiple heroes bottom. They can't use that heal up with a Prophet ultimate. That hurts a lot. Just back up, wait the Ice Blast out, then they'll look to start healing up. Throw a Shadow Wave, throw an Urn Charge if they need. Maybe just save the Urn Charge and use a Shadow Wave instead. Oh, Storm zipping at mid. He's found a kill with the NEXT Assassinals. The AA and impaled off the mark. And
Shadow Wave!
bottom lane being pressured once again. Storm could look to re-engage. He's still got a lot of mana up his sleeve. Mentioned the 2 bottle charges.
Radiant structures
bottom.
are
Maybe think
fortified.
he can get away with a bit of a cheeky wraparound. The next assassin, but these wolves are just tracking him. There's no moving around without getting spotted. DK, they see him, but they can't actually kill him, I don't think. Hex Impale is not enough. Like, even with a DK stun, until they get the level 6 Lion, they just can't do this.
Yo, green dudes, something bad is happening.
Hey, ultimate gonna go flying. Storm is gonna resist, but he goes on the line. Where's the stun? It's not gonna come because he pops a BKB G. Probably worth it. A BKB charge for a line. At this point, the game is flying so far behind. It's
bad dude's top tower gonna fall.
not exactly
soon.
worth it, but it's okay enough. Meanwhile, top lane, NEXT.kz had finally found the attempted a trade that they were looking for. Not gonna get this tier 2 tower now, but they get some decent damage on Treant, Necrobook, everything they can dish out that's possible. Necrobook, Prophet actually didn't go for one. He went for a mech first, giving his team a bit more ability to fight as well as heal themselves up in these team fights. But now he's going back for it with a Staff of Wizardry picked up.
Come to me.
What a fucker, moving towards his BKB, got the casual bracer, but towers are just dropping. Virtus Pro cannot really be fought right now. Weaver picks up a fast link at 18 minutes in the game, and Storm, 2k gold, where he picks up. Maybe an ultimate orb and starts looking towards his side of Vice. Normally you want to rush the Orchid if you go for it. You still can get it after your BKB. quite what I'm expecting. Okay, he's going to do that. He picks up the Oblivion Staff, buys a couple of TP scrolls, and we'll be going for a slightly later Orchid. Good when you're trying to gank the Lycan or the Prophet, especially the Lycan, preventing him from popping the
Green
fake
dude's
hit.
top thing is about to get knocked
Guaranteed
over.
he can solo kill anyone, even this DK. Maybe not at this point, but with the double damage rune, sure. But once he gets BKB,
Green
it's a
dude's
lot
tower
trickier. But for
down,
now,
son.
we're going to see another tower go down. This one going to Illidan. 1200 gold already with his Lincoln Sphere.
Middle tower, everyone got it!
He's possibly the dragon as well. Urshik has gone in on the line.
This
He does
man.
have level 6 pops
That's
the
a
finger of death,
twofer.
but gets absolutely nothing out of it. They only get the 2 supports as DK TP's home, but
Rotro, Middly Widdly gone all diddly.
it's just kill after kill going Virtus Pro's way. Items getting picked up all over the board. Blink Dagger for your Urshik, a 4-star for your Dazzle. This is Brim. Easy fans out there. Our first of 5 games, though,
Dire's
guys. We've
middle
got
tower is
5
under attack.
StarLadder, well, 5 games for Europe. We've got 5 StarLadder TV Europe games today taking place, but a lot of good CIS Dota. Like a lot of high aggression, a lot of kills, a lot of diving, and that's what we're starting with here. Virtus Pro playing very aggressive, and then we go into, I think, another NEXT.kz game. We've got a Head Gaming playing, we've got Empire as well later on in the day, and then we end things off with Power Rangers up against YM. The most interesting match for today, since that's one of those matches which is 2 teams who are both kind of nipping at the sort of T1 team's heels right now and trying to just make it to that T1 gap, and definitely both on a very similar skill level, so we're looking out for those guys in action later today. Virtus Pro go for a Roshan now. This fairly straightforward for them. Storm going to drop his TP scroll, it looks like, and that's going to mean he's going to be picking up the Sages for the team. Nothing NEXT.kz can do about this. Nothing whatsoever. Wonderfucker just says, I'm going to try to find my BKB, and this time he's just a recipe away. Green going to scout them out with a Prophet over. Hey, Icebar's coming in as well, but
Hey, someone check Roche. Maybe they're doing Roche.
That's looking he'll ever back up.
Roche. Dire's top tower is
No
under
problem
attack.
whatsoever.
Hey, you
This is
Dire
what
structures
NEXT.kz want to
are
do. They're going to get the
fortified.
tier 2 tower. Well, lift up is in deny range, so one way or another it is going to go down. It's just a matter of whether we see the deny coming in. We're going to try right click it. Weaver. Ooh, misses the last hit on it.
Dire's
Doesn't get
top
the
tower
deny.
has fallen.
Lycan was nearby as well with his Necro minions trying to come and sneak his way in, but tower does get picked up by Prophet, who should be, yeah, Necro Book 1. If they had double Necro 3 right now, I'd give NEXT.kz a shot at coming back, but they just not even at the Necro 3s yet. Not to say they should be. 21 man 10 would be a pretty fast farm for the Prophet, but Prophet's got 5 deaths. That's also slowed down his farm a lot. Virtus Pro. Ooh, more here. Regen on the Storm. He can just throw this mana around, and he's gonna a bit closer. He's still got this regen, but he's still up to full mana. This 2-hero tail. Is it gonna land? It's gonna land perfectly. The regen's been counted. DK will definitely go down. What can his Lycan do? He's actually gonna go for the kill on G. G's still keeping himself alive, and DK gets himself out of there. He actually just straight up Lycan just fighting his way out of there for the DK. Keeps him alive. Bit surprised he didn't get that kill. Blink! Echo Slam! Slamming and jamming his John. The Finger of Death comes out, but that's just a Storm Mage. It's not going to be too much. Lycan now does not have his ultimate. He needs to dodge this Impale. He's not going to get a chance to do so. G's there zipping after him. We'll bring him down. It's a monster kill streak for G. He baits out a lot with the Aegis, and well, that Blink Echo Slam was right on the mark. Money shot coming out from Jodham, and now we're there at the legendary score 3-2-2. It is looking
Yo, green dudes, something bad is happening.
Virtus Pro going to look to go high ground with the score. 19 kills in their favor. The gold graph,
Radiant
10k
structures
gold in their
are
favor. The
fortified.
experience even more in their favor. And high ground is being great. NEXT.kz just almost out of options here. Clear out the creep waves, fissure them back, and tier 3 tower will be brought down. Then we look to move on to the
Radiant's
Raptors.
bottom tower has fallen.
Well, what if I will look to stall things as much as possible, sitting back there. Probably, I think this is just one last hurrah from NEXT.kz. They're going to lose their Raptors, even more or less without the fight. Stormstroke G going to zip in. They're going to look to bring down the AA first. They get him. They move on to the Promise. Very low. He actually gets mixed up, keeps himself alive. NS may have overextended, doesn't get a chance to pop the Grave, but Hellcat's still alive. Forced up out on the Hex Stalker. Nice coordination there coming out from the Virtus Pro side. It's Lycan. Go for chase here. Can this Earthshaker be brought down? He's going to pop into Totem. Fissure. Going to actually kill himself on the Necro Book. Whoa. That was a bit of a snafu. I think he needed to pop it anyways on the Lycan, but killing the Necro Book off, I think this ended his own life. Well, NEXT.kz lose a range Rax of all things. Sometimes you do focus the range Rax before melee. sounds like you should always go... The whole go for the melee Rex first thing doesn't always apply, because the range Rex doesn't regen HP, and also is just a lot squishier. So if you know you're not going to... If you may not get the melee Rex, and you want to secure at least one of the two Rexes, get the range Rex, especially if you're only going to do a small amount of damage, because the melee Rex, if you just do 500 damage for, next time you come, it's healed up, it's full HP. Which is where often you will see teams, especially kind of Rat Dota type heroes like Prophet, work on the range Rex first, especially if they're not expecting to be in the base for too long. Oh, Mantis. Caught out, there's an Orchid as well. Sprout does not help, the Remnant giving it the vision needed. Storm's actually pretty low on money. I'm not sure if we'll be able to get this kill. It's going to be close. There's another Sprout in the second. Oh, one more right click just catches him. He's going to be in trouble. He doesn't need the BKB, maybe he doesn't actually use it. He tried to run his way out of there, not going to do so.
When you get to
Oh, the godlike streak gets ended immediately. Lion can't take that streak. Be a team player. I guess your Lycan's got Necro 3, but he wants a BKB. Suddenly Lycan's got 1300 gold.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
Storm, not really the ideal way for that one. And we're going to see it. Dagon Phoenix Assassin. Take out the Exemplary Dragon. Hell on the weave. This is actually a lot of damage here. He needs a time lapse. He's not going to get to do so. The Necro minions giving the vision they need. Combined with the lockdown of the Lion, Earthshaker, Fissure, blink out, create some space, get the hell out of there for our side. Oh. It looks like NEXT.kz are not going to give up without a fight here, even down. Well, just a range Rex. That's the thing. They're down just a range Rex. So they're probably looking at this like, look, A-Rax, we've got the Rat Dota, we've got the Lycan, we've got the Prophet. For 2 on Prophet, almost at the double Necro 3. Then we look towards Virtus Pro maybe having some issues dealing with this split foot. I don't know, both teams somehow ended up with a ward in the exact same spot. With that said, NEXT.kz should know there's a ward there. Their ward was down first. This is Radiant ward's going to expire first, so they should have seen this ward get planted, but it looks like Mantis not acting like it, because if he knew it was warded, he would not be anywhere nearby when the Storm is missing. I'm just going to show himself top, and that's just going to be push out the lane, get a bit more farm, and then look to go for the next push. Illidan does have his Desolator. They're probably going to wait for the next Roshan to play things as safe as possible. Your DK has finished his BKB. Even with a BKB, there's so much like instant disable that he may not even get a chance to pop it. If they engage him, they can kill him. It's also a question of, do you even want to engage the DK? His damage output is not that scary right now. He is that frontline tank, so if you can bypass him, go straight to the support, fantastic. Blink, Echo Slam Fissure. They're not worried about taking him down first in team fight. This is just a straight up pickoff, and they're happy to blow an Echo Slam for it. Gone with the initiation, followed up by the Nyx and the Weaver. Go high ground and finish off this melee Rex.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Can offer a lot of damage to bring this one down. Does need to be a bit careful about the line engagement. With the Lincoln Sphere, it should be fairly safe then. But this melee Rex be in some trouble here. He should go flying in. Almost gets dodged there. Nyx Assassin not so fortunate. Stormdrift's are going to go zipping in. Finds the Lion. Lion once again going to be brought down before he can even cast the spell. The Fissure onto the Lycan. Force out an open. Here comes your double Necro 3. Virtus Pro. They've got to run. You cannot fight these Necro books, at least when there's heroes supporting them. Maybe if they kept chasing on their own, but Necro 3's deployed and Virtus Pro forced back, but hey, they lose 2 heroes. They lose a melee Rax and Virtus Pro easily get out of there. So even though they get forced back, it's not really a loss for them. It's just NEXT.kz saying, hey, get out of here, and Virtus Pro saying, sure, we got your axes. Got a couple kills, we'll take that. All they used was a BKB charge on the Storm, who is down to a 5-second BKB. But he can look towards a Lincoln Sphere maybe with this
Radiant's
orbital.
middle tower is under attack.
Generally, you kind of look towards a Hex at this stage of the game. There's not really any targets I feel they desperately need to Hex or disable. Like Lycan, once he's in ulti form, still gets that max movement speed. He's killing heroes easily enough without needing a Hex. I feel getting a Lincoln Sphere so you don't go down to a DK stun or a Lion disable is maybe better than a Hex at this stage of the game.
Cut from the same cloth.
There's no big carry threat on the NEXT.kz side. This is not like a true carry Lycan. This is your Necrobook split with Lycan. Prophet TP's up out of that. He has got that Necro 3 we saw in the last fight.
Dark light.
Oh. Back top. He's going for that Lincoln's. He's only about 1k gold away. A bit over 1k gold. As Nyx he's leveling up Dagon. What do you do when you're up 20 kills? You level up your Dagon as Nyx. Full staff, blink, Dagon 2. He only had one of the blink or force staff. I think one of those is a recent pickup. Maybe I just did, but things in general looking very good for Virtus Pro. 20k experience, 12k gold lead. NEXT.kz realizing they're in a bit of a pickle here. They're going for ganks. They're not going to find it. Great reaction from Jono. Gets the blink out as soon as the smoke's revealed. Illidan, meanwhile, scouts him out with the Shikuchi. The Swarm going to go down. StarLadder is just going to straight up die to this, it looks like. The Poison Touch is there. The minus 15 armor. The Poison Touch would have done so much damage. We're going to finish off the kill. Oh, Storm. Get the pull. No. He needed to zip again. He used so much mana. He actually overshot it as DK was TPing here, and he just shot like, whoop, let's go flying past. But he zipped back, he would have got the pull. I think he thought he had more time to walk and get the pull, but either way, it doesn't matter. Going for Roche. Storm's going to find a regen. Rune if they scout the Roche, that's going to go soon. Roche is going down damn fast. I don't think G knows it. NEXT.kz just snuck a Roche. Not bad.
Roche is just a chill dude, so someone explain to me why Radiant had to
Virtus
kill
Pro
him.
is going to be like, wait, what? That just happened?
Radiant's top tower is
and
under
now they're going
attack.
to look to go for this tier 2 tower. Virtus Pro, I don't think they care that there's an Aegis on this Radiant side.
Dire's
They're going to
bottom
ignore this
tower is
push
under
altogether,
attack.
perhaps. Mantis has this Necro 3 still.
Dire structures are fortified.
Storm with the regen rune could go flying in from very far away.
Dire's
Mantis
bottom
TP out.
tower is under attack. We're detecting that bottom tower you bad
needs to
dudes
get
had
back
was crap
to.
anyway, don't
Viking
swear.
gets the tier 1 bottom tower. Maybe just some Necro book. Dude, actually, Necro books are on cooldown. Except for props. Okay, one Necro book on cooldown, because they need those to defend, actually. At this point in the game, Necro books do a decent amount of damage, not to mention the mana burn. Still with some of these heroes like Storm, burn his mana down as much as possible, provide vision against the Nyx Assassin Vendetta. Don't worry, Stormstreaker can just zip in and take out anyone almost. He does have to be careful because of the 5-second BKB. Really has been cut down. That first on BKB, using it so frequently. I'm going to consider rebuying it if this game goes long enough. So I don't know how long this game will go. There's an Aegis on support. He's just going to be burst down. They don't care he's got the Aegis. They're actually Storm's their chain target. Going to find the line. Blink! Echo Slam catches out 2. DK can't even pop the BKB in time. He takes a bit of damage. Finally gets stopped. Will bring down the Earthshaker. Now Lycan's going to go in. He's looking for some more. But Nyx Assassin, I think he got a Blink Dagger out of there. He's actually been forced up by his teammate. And now he's on the low ground. That's going to help him out a lot. These Necro Warriors are trying to chase, but they can just not lock anyone in place. Too many 4-staffs, too much mobility. Multi with the Zip, Nyx Assassin and Dazzle with the 4-staffs, the Blink Daggers. Earthshaker's the only casualty, but Earthshaker for a line, I believe, yeah, they did bring down the Aegis here, so Virtus Pro may just look to go again. Also had a few big ultis here. So, hey, Ice Blast coming back up. Pick up AA. Like 31 minutes in the game, and you're level 8. Oh man, look, these hero levels, a sad, sad sight. Level 8 AA, 9 Lion. They're really struggling. Struggle City for these two. More Dagon recipes being upgraded. Weaver picks up a BKB just to help deal with the excessive lockdown. Because so on the top, even though he got the kill on the Lion earlier, he did get Mana Drain insta Hex. It's annoying. You want to be able to fight? Oh. Engagement, break the Lincolns and try going with the Hex into an Impale Finger, and Illidan just a bit too fast. As soon as that, it's like one of those reflex things. You hear your Lincoln's proc and you immediately Shikuchi. It's like a reflex for Weaver players, and Illidan plays this hero a lot, so any experience, not even experienced Weaver players, it just becomes like muscle memory. As soon as you hear that Lincoln's break, you push C or W, depending on what your hotkeys are. He was spot on with that. There's going to be a fissure under the high ground motherfucker. Takes a bit of damage. Desolated just
top
thing
thing
with all
is
that
about to
bonus
get
armor.
knocked over.
It's actually Virtus Pro who are kind of somewhat split pushing. There will be a Hex coming out from G. Talked a bit about the Lincolns, but it decides to make sure they have that extra lockdown in the late game. Link, Hex. Hail, they're going to go see. Ice Blast gets all stuff out though, and that's Ice Blast pulled out 40 seconds. Sure, it's a level 1 ulti, but it's still a bit of a difference, not having to worry about the shatter effect. Teamfight. May look to break the high ground here. Oh, Storm. I heard a zip somewhere. I was like, wait, where's this Storm going? He's gone bottom. He finds a pick off on the Prophet, and I think this is where they look to go high ground at top. He used a lot of his mana for that one. He's actually been harassed by these Necro Boys.
Radiant structures
Too much. One mid lane, they're going in. I'm going to put the Necro up. Does look like the Earthquake before he goes down. Weaver taking a lot of damage. He's already used the timeless as well. I was going to grave himself. NEXT.kz end up pushing Virtus Pro back. Dazzle going to go down. Oh, tried to force stuff to the high ground. Not going to succeed in doing so. Lycan should finish the but meanwhile, the main fight looks like Nyx Assassin goes down as well. Virtus Pro drop 1 by 1. They lose 3 here. Illidan's going to kind of poke his nose in the bottom lane, but go back to these towers. I don't think so. He's pretty prone to dying. with his BKB on cooldown especially, and the question NEXT.kz is staying in this game, well, they're showing, hey, they've still got a fighting chance. Alrighty. The Storm Spirit regenerating his mana, fairly decent pace now. That is for Scythe of Vice and the Orchid, and he picks up a Shadow Blade. I'm okay with this. Like, the BKB into Shadow Blade, often you normally see it the other way around. You get the initiation, and then you get your BKB. But when you need to be able to engage and get kills to defend, having a Shadow Blade helps. It means they can kill this Storm a lot easier. You Shadow Blade in, you get the stun. Virtus Pro will react and pick up a gem almost immediately upon seeing this. Oh, Storm. The teammates are too far away. There's no Hex either. He needed line and blink distance there. But now Virtus Pro know there's a Shadow Blade, and they should react immediately by picking up a gem. Dazzle's got the money. This should be gem here. You just do not want to... Yeah, they've got gem on the next. You do not want to lose a game with just the Shadow Blade in or something. Whoop, typing. That's something which Virtus Pro would not allow them. They're an experienced team. They're not going to allow it to happen, man. Got the gem on the next. It may even be an old gem that they've used for some dewarding, but even with the gem, Nyx Assassin can't be everywhere. The Storm Spirit's often off on his own looking for those solo kills. He's going to be a big target for this DK to try and bring down. Catch him by surprise. But Shaker building a BKB. The item pickup's just continuing to mount up. Virtus Pro, that's a scary looking item set there. Every hero, including supports, getting nice and fat. Thank you. They could dazzle with 4-star Ghost Scepter. See if anyone's in the high ground, well, the trees there. Not so much high ground. In the jungle. Man, working on that side of Vice. Wanted to add as much lockdown as possible to deal with both Weaver as well as Storm.
Come!
Line found their gate here. They want to get asked that blink. Echo Slam looks like this could be the death of the line. He's got no way out. Nyx Assassin's there with an impale. Dagon onto Mantis as well. I think they've overextended though. Check it in the middle. We'll finish him off, it looks like. He's going to go down. So a 1-for-1 trade. Thought Mantis was maybe going to go down there, but not going to be the case here. Nyx is looking for a blink, but he can't blink because of the Necro minions. It's continually cancelling his blink. Creeps won't cancel. Oh, he's going to blink now. Blink. Mana burn. Needs a stun. I don't think he can do this. Well, Dagon in 3 seconds. He's got this. 4-star impale. That's another way to do it. What's the escape plan now? Is there one at all? There's a DK stun. He's going to go down. Not. I guess it's a Prophet. It's not a support, so the Prophet probably worth it. Create space for his team. We can now look to push high ground. Storm Spirit with a full mana pool here. He can engage on anyone. He can even almost go on support here. Support does have the backup of the Lion DK though. Does need to be a bit careful. There's going to be an engagement on the Weaver who just gets a Shikuchi off. Once again, that Shikuchi reaction time is spot on. Top lane, 4, continue. Ooh, mid lane there's a DK stun coming out. There's a Finger of Death as well. Grave is there to keep him alive. Line was a bit too slow to save the Dazzle
Middle
there.
tower got owned.
Not so much
What you
too
gonna
slow.
do? Get mad or get even?
He really, there was no opening there to get that kill as long as Dazzle was in position, which he was, but good attempt. Problem is that means now 2 minutes with no Finger of Death. That was a level 1 finger, because it's still a full 2 minutes plus cooldown. The level 2 finger has a 100-second cooldown, so he only just got level 11, so he's still a 2-minute plus cooldown on that Finger of Death. Now AA gets Ags. The dream! NEXT.kz are living it right now. Well, not living it yet. Believing it. They're hopefully going to be living it soon. They're looking to live it here in mid lane. Jean's in a bit of trouble here. He may get his BKB up. He will just zip out. Doesn't need to use his BKB. The Ice Blast does a lot of damage though.
This is totally harshing my mellow.
Him's upgrade. Just level 1 ulti though, and that AA really needs to hit level 11.
Green Dude's top thing is about to get knocked over.
NEXT.kz right now. Get AA up to level 11. On that level 2 ulti. They need it. They're not going to be able to find it. DK picks up a plate mount. So he's looking a lot more farm. What a fucker. He's a comeback player. And now, 38 minutes in the game, I think Virtus Pro are realizing, hey, we could actually throw this game. Let's wait Roshan. Let's wait our next couple of items even. You got 3 on the Nyx. What else is coming out in the career? Like, there's probably more Dagons. Yeah, more Dagons. Assad. Well. We tried the Vice for some time for Prophet. As for our Lycan, he had a belt of giant strength which looked like it was going for a basher, but he's going to change his mind, pick up a plate mail now. Top lane they've gone in, they've down south at the line.
Got in him!
That's a death of him, but hey, he didn't have big of a he's still very useful here. Blink, it looks like Ocean comes with an Echo Slam, catches out the Ancient Apparition. They want some more, they'll bring down Mantis here on the high ground. Time lapse from the Weaver, that keeps himself alive. The DK on the front line doing a lot of damage, brings out G actually. G may look to just buy back and try and end this game now, but now his team's actually taking a bit of a fall here. Dragonite gets another stun off, trying to bring down Hard gets great here to keep him alive a bit longer. What a fucker, too much damage output. Deals with him. Now your Urshinger just going to TP out away from the Necrobooks. The last hero left standing, it's your Lycan. He goes down to the poison touch. The Weaver as well. The right click damage securing the kill. And Gem on the ground. Arsat picks it up and it looks like finally Virtus Pro have broken through. Buyback going to come from Storm. Buyback from the Lycan as well. The two supports alive as well, but we're going to see multiple lanes of Raptors possibly going down. Lycan wants to try and stop that, but Blinks forced up. They're just stopping this. Ice Blast catches out mid, but Phoenix Assassin, all that Weaver, both of them were very low, and Storm going in on Stalker. Stalker's going to finger of death on the Nyx.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I got an Observer into a finger of death. That was the death of the Nyx. Useful vision, but it gets dewarded immediately as Storm picks up a gem.
Okay, that really is GG. Good guys, middle Rax is in pieces.
Team up for the mid Raxes. It looks like Storm will get the top Raxes. They're already on their way top. There we go. Weaver gets the last right click. Look at the range checks first. Talked about this a bit earlier. Just a guarantee thing. Because you're going to see heroes respawning, so they're not sure they can get the mid. But they're so far ahead. They're up 5 Raxes. This is it pretty much. G going to bring down 1. Takes out the AA. Zips his way out of there away from the Lycan. Now, his last Rax standing. Illidan may just look to try and suicide Broadomus. Link into Zay. Pops a BKB. He wants the Mega Creep. He'll get the Mega Creep.
Radiant's top barracks has fallen.
At no point was he in any danger of there. He gets out. NEXT.kz. They're done for. They're done. So, Dunskies has. Well, they're down Mega Creeps. Virtus Pro. Just back off, wait for go for Roshan. It's already back up, and just pushes 5 whenever they want. There's just nothing NEXT.kz can do. They may go for a last 5-man. Let's just go down mid lane kind of push, but this won't work. That's a guarantee. That is a BTS guarantee. This push will not work. They're gonna go all in here, but there is just no way this works with Virtus Pro. Take a look at the buyback tab. They've got it on Weaver, just Weaver actually, but even so, I don't think it's going to matter. Nyx is just a couple hundred away from it. Same for your Earthshaker as well. Earthshaker's just going to blink, echo them, and obliterate them. Look at this huge creep wave. This has Earthshaker's name written all over it.
Middle tower is under attack.
Defensively. Next to be able to get into this one. He's going to go and look for what the fuck. He's just make sure if I blink, BKB, Echo Slam, catches out the Prophet. He goes down 2 heroes, and the DK, the Prophet will buy back. Likes to sing out the Earthshaker. This is as good as it gets for NEXT.kz, but I don't think it's going to get much better. Sprout onto NS. NS still has the grave if he needs it. Mantis going to go down for a second time. GG is called, and Virtus Pro, 41 minutes, 30 seconds of the game, force out the GG call with the Mega Creep. It's going to take out the light to the Commander, and that does it for our opening match of the day. Virtus Pro just a bit too strong for NEXT.kz. 45 to 17. Whew, what a game. That was a lot of fun. I gotta say, that's a good way to kick off a big day of action here on day 7 of StarLadder TV Europe.